Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise tonight to mark Children's Week 2025, which is a time both of celebration. There are many events across the Territory and in all of our electorates celebrating Children's Week, and also a time when we shine a spotlight on the rights of children under the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. This year it's 35 years since Australia signed the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, often called the CROC, which was developed in 1989. And since then Australia reports to the United Nations every 5 years on how well we are actually upholding those rights. The Convention outlines many fundamental rights that all children must have: the right to thrive, to learn, to play, and crucially to be heard. Article 12 of the Convention is especially important. It says that children and young people have the right to have a say in things that are important to them, and for adults to listen to what they say and to take what they say seriously. Here in the Northern Territory, we're very fortunate to have many youth advisory groups that embody this principle, like the NT Youth Roundtable, the NT Create Foundation Youth Advisory Group, Headspace, local government youth councils, numerous NGO youth advisory groups, all providing young people with platforms to share their voices. In my electorate, we're working in many different ways to ensure that young people have a voice, and we're working together with young people to develop a bill that I'm looking forward to presenting to this chamber in the future, a Future Generations Bill, which aims to ensure that all of our lawmaking in this chamber protects those who will be living with the results of that lawmaking. So it's really important that we not only give children and young people a voice, but that we also really listen to them and act on what they have to say. Otherwise, it's just tokenistic and disempowering. And that's why Children's Week, one of the reasons why Children's Week is so crucial. It reminds us that children are the experts in their own lives, and we have a duty to respect and report them and support them. The Convention also reminds us of other essential rights. Article 3 calls on all adults to do what is best for children, to consider how decisions affect them. Article 4 makes it clear that governments have a responsibility to protect children's rights, assist families, and create environments where children can grow and reach their full potential. Article 18 states that children have the right to be raised by their parents when possible. Article 20 guarantees special care and help if a child cannot live with their parents. Article 19 protects children from being hurt or mistreated physically or mentally. And Article 39 ensures that children who have been hurt, neglected or badly treated have the right to help and support to heal. Madam Speaker, I have absolutely no doubt that every single person in this chamber truly believes in the preciousness of children and that we all need to work together to make sure that they can flourish. This year's theme, based on Article 42, is clear and powerful. Everyone should know about children's rights. So I'd just like to take a few minutes tonight to make sure that everyone in this chamber is aware of children's rights and how we are travelling here in the Northern Territory protecting them. Because despite the formal commitments made by successive governments, the reality in the Northern Territory for children is alarming. The Office of the Children's Commissioner reports that children are bearing the consequences of failed systems. We're going backwards on many fronts: early childhood development, preschool enrolments, education, employment engagement. Too many children, especially First Nations children and those with disabilities, are facing ongoing systemic disadvantage. Just last month, a child in the NT Youth Justice Detention System was held unlawfully for 84 hours in isolation, denied food and medication as coercive tactics in breach of legal safeguard provisions, a stark violation of their rights in the CROC under Articles 3, 19 and 39. If we were truly committed to children's rights, this would never happen. If we were truly committed, we would raise the age of criminal responsibility to at least 14. We'd invest properly in early intervention. We'd ban harmful practices like solitary confinement and spithoods. If we were truly committed, every child entering detention would receive timely assessments for disability and mental health needs, not after months of neglect. If we were truly committed, we would restore that the principle of detention should be a last resort, a principle that's consistent with evidence, human rights standards and best practices for children. If we were truly committed, we would close legal loopholes allowing mistreatment and ensure independent oversight of detention centres, fulfilling our obligations under the optional protocol to the Convention Against Torture. Our children deserve more than words. They deserve a territory where every child, no matter their background or circumstance, feels safe, supported and empowered. To the children of the Northern Territory, wherever you are, whether you're in remote communities like Yuendamu or Maningrida or regional towns such as Alice Springs or Darwin, or Katherine or here in Darwin, how we look after you today affects all of us every day into the future. We need to listen to you and make decisions that are based on making sure that you have a future where you can thrive, where your safety, your well-being and your opportunities are priorities for all of us. Madam Speaker, fellow members in this chamber, Children's Week is a reminder for all of us to listen, to learn and to act. In the words of the great Nelson Mandela, there can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. Because, Madam Speaker, when we protect children's rights and listen to their voices, we build stronger families, we build stronger communities and we build a stronger territory. Thank you, Madam Speaker.